Part 3, a week in the life of being over 40 and dating in New York. I can't hide it. There are tears of frustration this week, but it is what it is. This week we had 5 dates, 2 of which were first dates, 2 of which were second dates, 1 of which was a third date. And for all of you that have commented asking, wondering why I go on so many dates and like, wow, just pick one. Blah, blah. This week is the perfect example why I do what I do. I know what I'm doing. First day of the week was on Tuesday. It was a second date and it was very short, but it was pleasant. We had really, really healthy food and beautiful conversation. We went to Gardenia Terrace in Hell's Kitchen. I left that date feeling appreciated, seen, and excited to see what's next. Wednesday, it was a second date with someone, and the first date had gone okay, but the second date, I definitely realized, yo, our energy is not on the same page. We're not feeling the same way about each other. We met at Lily's on the Upper West Side cocktail bar. The vibes were not for me. Thursday, it was a first date with someone, and from the second I showed up, and even the texting on the way when I showed up, he was already giving me anxiety vibes. He was anxious about life. He was anxious about his job. He was anxious about relationships. He was anxious. Just totally anxious. In fact, on that date, I insisted on paying. I was like, bro, I got you, because he was sad. He was just sad. That was it. End of story. We went to Sakarat, which is a paella bar in Chelsea, but we never even got to eating. Never even made it that far. There was a major cold front, and I went on a third date with someone, and it was just great. And I thought that everything was immaculate, and I really loved seeing this person's soul and seeing how their brain operated and their perspective on the world. And I just thought that things were going to be great. But no matter what I think, you never really know what's going on in somebody's head, and you never really know what's going on in someone's life. And here we are, 48 hours past the date, and I have not heard a word, even though I have reached out. Radio silence. And previously this person would text me back within an hour, or was even like being the more aggressive one with texting. So I guess that's that. Third date was on Sunday evening, Sunday fun day. Listen, in New York City, Sunday's a brilliant day to go out. And we went to Ophelia Rooftop. Ophelia's rooftop is absolutely stunning. It was absolutely stunning. Really, really stunning. I don't think that I liked this person all that much, but you know what? I felt the same vibes back, and I doubt I'll ever hear from this person, and it doesn't matter. The vibes weren't there, but we went to a beautiful location. He was a beautiful human, so that's all that matters. Thank you. In case you're wondering about what about the guys from weeks 1 and 2, well, it turns out that the people that I liked the most never got back to me, and if they did get back to me, that they either completely ghosted or they have still yet to ask me out on a second date, and here we are like almost 3 weeks later. So this is why I have the dating structure that I do. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter. It's my life, not yours. But stay tuned for week 4, because girl, I'm frustrated this week. I need vibes. Send me vibes.
Okay, I want all of you 40-plus-year-old ladies to take note, okay? Because this is very common among other 40-year-old plus women that are trying to get back out there into the dating world and trying to land themselves a man, right? This is a struggle that you're going to deal with, ladies, okay? It doesn't get any easier as you get older. It gets harder and harder and harder. This is why I keep telling you, you do not want to stay out there beyond the age of, 30, because it will just get worse and worse and worse, where you keep going on these endless amounts of first dates with dudes from the app that you've never met, you don't know, you're risking your life. I mean, what if this guy's like a Ted Bundy or, serial killer, he chops your head off and sticks it on a pike or something? You don't know, right? But you're risking your life. This is why you got to cash in the chips before you turn 30. It's getting a little dark here, so I'm going to start up the Lamborghini. We're going to jet right now. Cool. Go somewhere where there's a little bit more light, or just head home. This will probably be the last one of the day here. Yeah, man, you guys, this is getting ridiculous, right? I mean, these women are just constantly trying to stay out there like the NFL running back that refuses to retire. Turn this off. Okay. Yeah, like the NFL running back that refuses to retire, or the 40-year-old woman who stays out there dating multiple different dudes from the dating app. I just don't want this to happen to you, man. It's so sad, because I'm here trying to help these ladies, and all they do is attack me. All they do is attack me. It's never the women who are, like young and under 30. No, it's always the much older women. So yeah, in any case, do not stay out there beyond the age of 40. As I've always said, dating is not designed to work for you beyond the age of 30, right? It's just not, right? It's designed to work for men, right? Men can stay out there. We can stay out. I mean, we could sire children all the way until we're in our 80s. It's insane, right? Didn't Robert De Niro just have a kid? You know, I don't know how he has time for children. He's usually just complaining about Trump. But in any case, I mean, this woman is clearly frustrated, right? She is clearly frustrated that she cannot just find herself even a decent guy anymore, right? You telling me that she didn't have the power to do that 20 years ago in the late 90s when she was still in her 20s? Of course she did. Of course she did. Woo. Oh my God. The best part of it is having a Lamborghini, guys, is when you can like really hit it. Woo. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Yeah, these women, you know, they stay out there too long. You know, women who could have easily gotten a guy with a Lamborghini. Yeah, trust me, man. Now that I'm part of this Lamborghini forum, very few of these guys, unless they're married, are dating women over the age of 30. Most of these cats are dating 20-year-olds, man. And they're my age, right? I was dating them before the Lamborghini, mind you, right? I do pick up. Only thing about this car is really bumpy. But I was dating them before I got the Lambo, so do not stay out there, ladies. Cash in the chips while you're young. Find the guy that you want to be with, okay? And treat him right. Don't be a little shit towards him, right? Don't be a little snot, right? Treat the guy right, because some of these girls do get that guy, and then they treat him, you know, like garbage, and then their chocolate guy disappears on them. Well, what do you expect, right? The thing you have to understand about, like, I'm not even going to talk about high value guys when it comes to being in your 40s. Just even average guys in their 40s do not need to settle for 40-year-old women anymore. Those days are over, ladies. These guys have woken up. They found the 33 secrets. They're not settling for 40-year-old women anymore, unless they really want to. But yeah, those days are over. Gravy train is over. Let's roll on to the next clip.
First of all, there's no such thing as relationships anymore, apparently. It's all just hooking up, friends with benefits, and never-ending talking stages. It's not at all what it used to be. Like, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby and the baby carriage. No. It is first comes sex, then comes ghosting, then comes emotional trauma and trust issues. And then everybody does the opposite of what you're supposed to. So if they like someone, they don't tell them. If they want to be with them, they act like they don't. Everybody wants what they can't have, but then when they have it, they don't appreciate it, so they lose it. So then they'll fight to get it back, and then when they get it back, they don't really want it because they didn't really want it anyway. They just wanted to get it back but not really have it. You feel me?
Okay, this woman literally spit out major facts in her opening part of her video here, where she said there's no such thing as relationships after age 40. She just said it there. She just said it there. But yet, you still have all these dingy broads on the social media, you know, on the IG or the TikTok, talking about how unmarried single women, they're the happiest of ever. They're the happiest of any group of women, which is also a lie. I've already debunked that, by the way. You guys know the author who brainwashed these women into believing that. His name is Paul Dolan. The guy completely lied to these women, fabricated the whole thing, and he got called out for it. So ladies who are still parroting that lie, just understand that it was based on a false premise. It's not true. The fact is, married women, even ones who don't have children, are happier at every stage of their life, than unmarried women. Okay? So get that through your heads, ladies. Okay? You cannot skirt marriage. You cannot skirt, you know, finding one man to settle down with. Right? You got to knock off this thought process that you can stay out there and ride the carousel and there will be no consequences, that some, you know, Chad is going to want to wife you up when you're in your 40s. It just doesn't happen, right? It's getting darker, so we're going to do one more clip.
So I had a guy troll my video the other day, and this is what he said. Spoiler alert, all the women who are deferring being with who they got will be gravely disappointed in your 30s as your looks go way south. I'm 36 and will never date any women in her 30s, ever. Ignoring the stark grammatical errors aside, let's see if his thesis holds true. Here's a photo of me from 10 years ago at the innocent, pure, desirable age of 22. And here's the photo of me from 20 seconds ago, unfiltered and unedited, looking like the haggard beast that I clearly am at the ripe old age of 32. And while I could expound further on the subject, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I've got 2 of them here, so I'll let the pictures do most of the talking. But here's what I will say. Ladies, a man who was born in this country, whose first language is English, who doesn't know how to appropriately pluralize the word woman, probably doesn't know anything about women to begin with.
All right, this chick has clearly never used Google voice to text translate, right? Because it is full of grammatical errors. So it seems to me that this guy didn't even care enough to actually write out what he was saying to her. Instead, he just did a little voice to text speech, and yeah, it comes out with some errors every once in a while. And I do this myself, right? Especially when it comes to women that I'm gaming and I don't even really care that much about, and they keep messaging me, and I just give them like a half-assed text. I do the Google voice to text translate, and I don't care to correct the errors, right? It's because I just don't care. I mean, what do you want, right? So the fact that this guy sent her something full of grammatical errors, and it's funny that that is what she focuses on, rather than the fact that she is now 32 years old and still single. No man. Shouldn't you be more worried about that than this dude's grammatical errors? But she's not, right? And I think that speaks volumes about many of these women these days. It's just, they're more concerned with shaming you and correcting you rather than accepting any sort of accountability for where they're at in life, than the fact that they still don't have a man. And that little picture she flashed of herself at 22 years old, I hate to say it, man, she still looked, she looked a lot better than she does now. She's not ugly, but I mean, I just, my personal opinion is it's very hard to look better at 32 than when you were 22 as a female, right? Some guys, we could pull that off, right? I mean, some guys, we just kind of look goofy when we're younger, but then we get better looking as we get older, right? But for women, that's almost impossible to pull that off. I mean, pretty much every woman out there looked better when they were younger than when they got older. All right, I think the makeup and, you know, it has a lot to do with it, like kind of jacks your face a little bit. But regardless, she's still single. I mean, she's Asian too. I believe on my channel I covered this, where in Japan they have a term for this. It's called it's called Japanese Christmas cake, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's been a few months. It's called Japanese Christmas cake. It's basically, that's what they call women who are over the age of 30 and still single. Your Japanese Christmas cake, which is basically cake that has not been eaten during Christmas and it's just left over. Do you want to be Japanese Christmas cake? I don't think you do. Right, Fraulein? As always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Oh my gosh, this car is so quick. Drop your comments below and let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you there. All right, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out here with the Lamborghini. Yes, it's my Lambo. Go to Matt Cross Official, my IG, see the entire process of me purchasing this vehicle. It took about 2 months to close, and the same guy who delivered my DeLorean also delivered my Lamborghini. TJ at Florida Exotic Transport. If you ever need to transport a muscle car, exotic car, he's your man. So very excited about this vehicle. It's actually a pretty rare find. It's Rossafesto Red, which is one of the rarest colors for Lamborghini. It's a $14,880 option, believe it or not. I was on a hunt for one for over 2 years, just like I was my DeLorean. Finally found one. It's got super low miles, 11K, not bad. And we're gonna be featuring this car a lot more here on the channel for many years to come. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Whew. Oh my gosh, take a look at this. It hasn't dried yet, but I'm still putting this on there. It's my IG tag. But as always, gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. Smash that like button below. Do it for the Lamborghini and the DeLorean. I still have it, by the way. I'm not selling the DeLorean. I'll probably keep this car for a little bit, but DeLorean is gonna stay. So we'll get the DeLorean back on here pretty soon, but enjoy the Lamborghini. And again, smash the like button, smash that subscribe button as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there into the world and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making it happen every single week. And I want you to become one of us. I want you to join us. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me in Mastery. So take advantage of it. It's the best way to support my work. If you love what I'm doing here, if you love what I'm teaching you here, and you feel like I've added value to your life, this is the best way to pay me back. Get into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out with the Lambo. Till next time. Whew, so sweet.